ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another clickbaity video title. But hey, nobody watched my Baldur's Gate stuff, okay? And I know I said I wouldn't do another Starfield video, but technically speaking, this isn't Starfield. It's Star Citizen. Am I exploiting the algorithm? Yes. Do I care? No! But I digress. After the snooze-fest disappointment that was Starfield, it occurred to me, while people were making comparisons to other titles, that I'd never actually played the other titles they were comparing them to. Mainly Star Citizen and No Man's Sky. Both titles I have not touched at all. I never even tried them. No Man's Sky, because I've been burnt too many times, and when they said like 12 billion to trillion planets, I immediately went, and then just left it. Whereas Star Citizen, I just heard that it's a giant scam pyramid scheme thing, and that it's £1,000 to get into it. I can't speak to the scam part, but I can tell you that it doesn't cost £1,000. Instead, it's about £40, which is actually cheaper than most AAA releases these days, and definitely cheaper than Starfield. Unless you want to spend £1,000 on their most expensive pack, or buy a t-shirt, in which case it costs more than Starfield. Now, I don't know why anyone would want to spend that much money on a video game, but clearly, if you are spending that much money, you have too much money and should give some of it to me. Click the subscribe button and become a member today. Come on, moneybags, I know you can afford it. But anyway, lads, Star Citizen had a free weekend, or week long or something. Honestly, I didn't even notice it was a thing, and it had about 24 hours left, but I could play for free, so I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, and do this video to milk the algorithm. So without further ado, we will jump into this. The video should be short. As long as I stop rambling, it should be short. Probably. Yeah. Now, almost immediately, ladies and gentlemen, almost immediately, we find the first hurdle of Star Citizen. And one of the main reasons I recommend you honestly don't buy it, even if it is cheaper than a AAA video game. Unless you have a god-tier PC rig, I wouldn't buy it. Out of the gate, we're off to an amazing start. Because I had to turn all settings down to low to even be able to get a solid, like, 20 frames out of this thing. It's running at, like, 20 frames. I need to turn down some settings. Worse than Starfield. Boo! Boo! Starfield ran at least 25 frames. Holy hell, it is proper sim. I have to pick up the water, and then I have to take the thing off, and then I can place it. Oh god, I have complete control over where I place things. And my character will have a little animation that actually places it stuff. I will now eat burrito. It's not ring bad, so I think I'm going low. I'm lowering everything. Admittedly, my 1080 is pretty dated these days, but I can run Cyberpunk on full ultra. I could not run this on full ultra. I'd need a new everything in order to run this on full. And my friend, who I invited to come play this, his computer basically exploded.
Okay, I'm gonna check my task manager. I'm gonna see how, like, oh god. It is overheating my fucking CPU. My CPU usage is at 100.
Vatten just died? So yeah, hey, exploding computers, not a good selling point, to be perfectly honest. Not a good selling point. But I soldiered on, ladies and gentlemen, chugging at like 20 frames. Following the tutorial like a blind lamb, stumbling it from his mother's womb. Straight into the hungry jaws of a nearby wolf. It didn't go well. It did not go well.
The ASOC vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Goodbye.
Seriously, it's like airport simulator. Getting PTSD flashbacks to having no fucking clue where the hell I'm going in an airport. Ooh, look, I even interact with the ship to get ramp access. I open the hatch to the ramp. Dude, that's cool as hell. Why is that so cool? Contact air traffic control. Left alt plus N. What? To request permission to take off. Do you want me to screen share so you can see what the fuck I'm doing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like, I don't think I'll be able to do much here.
That one just can't make it, dude.
Yes.
Oh. Ah! Wrong button. Wrong button. It says press N, but open system's locked while. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what way I'm supposed to be going. Follow the instructions. What instructions? You'd think that door would open, right?
Yeah, so I would have guessed too.
Do you know how to change camera so I'm not first person?
I have no idea.
Can you Google it? I can't Google nothing.
Alright, give me a second.
Am I moving? I can't really tell. It's like I'm now stuck. What the hell?
Yes.
It was moving. I
have no idea how to move.
Why? Google why can't I move? Computer,
I
move,
don't know.
why can't I move? I just want to get off the planet and then go try and land on another planet. Just to go, haha, look, it's better than Starfield. I-O.
Shields.
Ah!
Engines online.
Ah! Yep.
Yes.
That was the engine button.
That was the engine button. We found the engine button.
Yeah, do you know how long it took me to get to the fucking ship, man? Do you know how long it took me to get to the goddamn hangar?
Many frames were lost.
I swear to Now you might think to yourself at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Sol, this sounds dreadful. And you'd be right, but you'd also be wrong. Because while I stumbled blindly through this game at about 20 frames, I fully admit that it is incredibly cool. Like, visually, it is extremely impressive. And that's me running it on low setting. I almost want to go out and upgrade my computer just to be able to run this thing. But there is, without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, nothing quite like the experience of taking off from a planet and seamlessly going through the atmosphere into space. Assuming you can figure out how to fly and what the 20 different keybinds do. You know, whenever I download a new video game, Van, I think to myself, I wonder what the fucking, like, the active talk button is, or whether or not I'm just hot micing throughout the entire thing. It's just, this dude here is just looking at me like, you fucking mental son of a bitch. I am doing it for YouTube! I'm not mad!
He's just running!
He ran! Alright, fuck me, where was this? It was this way. Follow that guy. That guy probably knows what he's doing. See, this is very cool. It's very cool. I do like it. It's maybe a bit too tedious for me to... like, yeah. Because in order to get my ship, there's certain things like the transit and stuff, I wouldn't mind it being like
to the
more streamlined. And then I have to go to Hangar 2. The tutorial did not explain this very well, but I figured it out.
It is not a thing here, but like,
Woo!
you know what I mean. Oh. So you were just stuck, I guess, earlier.
I think it was just bugged, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or I run out of fuel, because I'm now just drifting. Yeah, there's space in my space game. Am I even moving? Yes. Just very slowly. Admittedly, I'm on like the lowest settings humanly imaginable because otherwise my computer would explode. But you know, it is what it is.
I mean, still to be fair, that's not bad for like
you know. Yeah. This is still a cool.
This
is still a cool experience. Adjust your maximum flight speed. Use mouse wheel. Oh. There's a maximum flight speed button, man. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of shit. Look.
Yes,
I'm currently
there
in the
is.
atmosphere of our planet. The actual fuck.
Oh yeah, you can see it, you can see it. Holy shit. Yeah?
Although, we kind of freak out when I'm in third, I can't quite tell when I'm in third person where everything is. Yeah, see, like, we're leaving the atmosphere.
Yep.
Draft is now on.
Okay, that's fucking cool. That's instantaneous as well. That is seriously cool. Oh, we're going down? Go down! Nah, no. Okay, good. Am I back in my bed on the spaceship? Oh god. I think I was so close to finishing the tutorial. It's visually stunning, incredibly impressive. And it should be for the amount of money that has gone into this. How much money have they made, actually? That's a good question. $550 million. How much did it take to make Starfield? Wait a minute. $200 million. $200 million for Starfield. Honestly, I don't know what they did with all that money. Because the engine's basically just Fallout 4. So, like, what did they do with it? No joke, I'm pretty sure if we gathered together all of the best Bethesda creation engine modders, and we gave them complete free control over all of the dev kits, that they could have created Starfield by themselves with half of the resources, half of the people, and like 4 times the quality. Because I'll tell you this much, lads. Star Citizen may have used like $500 million, but I can at least see where that money is gone, because damn is it impressive.
Holy shit.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Hot damn!
That's a big fucking ship.
That is a huge motherfucking ship. Lower deck?
Oh, lower deck.
Let's go lower deck and then wake our way up. It's the life of luxury, dude. Holy shit, I have a bar.
Oh, that's, yeah, a bar.
It has a bar. I want to be able to pick up the snooker tape. Can you imagine playing snooker while cruising through the galaxy? So, this could be really cool. It could be really fucking cool. Just streamline it to be more RPG and less simulation. And Bethesda could do that, but they refuse to innovate. They absolutely refuse to innovate. Collision imminent. I don't know. Is it above me? I can't really tell because I can't. Yeah. It's right above me. Space billionaire. Elon Musk's shuttle is leaving the atmosphere. All engines go, dude. Look how cool this looks. Look. Cool as fuck. I counted up about 40 hours or so of playing Starfield, which was some of the most boring hours of my life. But at no point during those 40 hours was I met with a single moment where I was in awe of anything. At all. Not even once. A stark contrast to Star Citizen, which had me in awe pretty much immediately. Yeah, that's a lie. I spent like half an hour trying to figure out how to fly. Pull up! Pull up! Pull up! Oh, this looks cool.
It's like, it's like a fighter jet.
It's a fighter jet in space. Is it above me? Whoa! Oh no. Oh hell no. It is so fast. It is so fast. It's even deep. It's even got the like. Oh, I love this. This is much cooler. Oh, this is beautiful. See, even the ability, say Starfield just had, like, you couldn't actually enter the atmosphere and land.
Yeah.
But even if it allowed you to fly between planets, it would have been cooler. Just the ability to land between planets. You could land on, say, asteroids or maybe moons, because they're a lot easier to generate. But if you want to land on an actual planet, then it cuts into a cinematic and you land with your character doing all the shit. The fast travel, like, same with all the cutscenes and everything, it just drags you out of the experience in a big way. And then it's da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. That looks really cool. It's a planet, that's why it's an actual planet. Hold up!
Bottom drive is now off.
Imagine getting in a dogfight with this thing.
Yeah, it would actually be playable on like Starfield.
Man, that feels so fucking good. Ignoring the fact that I'm getting motion sick kind of vibe. but fucking shooting this. That would be so cool. But see, look, this is a barren fucking empty planet. But it's still cool that I can enter the atmosphere of this place. Imagine this like, if you had like a really, really high-end computer. But after I'd figured out how the hell to get off the ground, it was beautiful. Even on the lowest settings, at the ridiculous frames that I was running at. It was visually stunning. It gave me an experience. And I had fun for the comparatively tiny amount of time that I played it. There were multiple moments of awe where I was genuinely impressed. Admittedly, those moments were often followed by me crashing into or exploding, but still, they were impressive. Where if I could land? Should be able to land. Was landing here. There you go.
Well, that's a cool shot, by the way, right there.
We're landing. We're landing. We're landing. We're landing.
Crash.
Down. We're slowing down. We're slowing down. We're landing. We're landing. We're slowing. We're landing. We're coming in too hot. We're landing. That's a hill. That's a hill. The flares are blinding me.
Oh my fucking
god.
god.
I can't see. The flares are working against me. Oh god, the horror. Ah, epileptic fits. We landed. What was the button to turn off the engines? I don't know if I had a helmet on, but we're about to find out.
Fucking just dies because of lack of oxygen.
Yes. I'm alive! But this is cool. Ignoring the fact that I'm gonna suffocate because I got no fucking space helmet on and my head's about to explode. Look at this. I'm hyperventilating. I'm gonna die. I am legitimately like hyperventilating. Get the ladder! Get the ladder! Enter the pilot seat and get back in. I am legitimately like hyperventilating. Yeah, I just went. It feels like a game that has tremendous potential. That is, it's innovative, it's unique. It's probably not going to be released for like 50 or 60 years. Pretty cool, all things considered, but like tone down the simulation stuff and then add a bunch of RPG stuff to it. Maybe make the scale smaller in order to make it more manageable for like console players, because this is a PC only release. This would not run in a billion fucking years on any of the current gen consoles. It just wouldn't. it would fucking brick them. They'd explode. Or just fuck consoles. In the ideal world, I'd say fuck consoles. They're holding back the PC master race. Think how great games would be if they didn't have to get ported to console. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason that I would not recommend buying Star Citizen. Even if it is a spectacular, visually stunning experience. Unless you have a god-tier rig to play this game smoothly, or if you can grab it for free just for the hell of it and narrowly avoid your computer melting, then Star Citizen doesn't have much else going for it except for the fact that it looks incredibly pretty and is incredibly impressive. The ship combat is really cool. You can go mining, you can trade, you can do piracy. There are a lot of missions and bounties. So there is gameplay. There is certainly gameplay. I could not do most of it because at 20 frames and the fact that I can't make it off the damn planet without blowing myself up kind of prevented me in the short time that I had from being able to try most of the stuff that you can actually do. But there is no flushed out story, there is no questing, or very interesting NPCs, none of the stuff that you'd expect from, say, a Bethesda RPG, air quotes. But it does paint a really good picture of what an awesome space RPG it could be. Ignoring for a second that it's more of a space simulation than it is an RPG, I want you, dear viewer, to imagine for a second, if you can, the visually spectacular immersion of Star Citizen bound together with the RPG elements of a Bethesda game. Or better yet, the RPG elements of Baldur's Gate, because honestly the RPG elements in Bethesda games are kind of pretty meh. But even meh RPG elements added to a world as immersive as Star Citizen would be incredible. Having played Star Citizen for admittedly as short a time as I got to, I walked away with the belief that it's too much of a simulation for my tastes, personally. But it gives a great picture of what could be. Because Starfield's greatest failing is the lack of immersion. Its failing is in how often it skips every corner imaginable. Starfield and Star Citizen, ladies and gentlemen, are two differing sides of the extreme. One is far too simplified, and the other has far too much tedium. So what I'm suggesting is, we force these two video games into a closet, wait for them to shag, and then produces the ultimate space RPG. The best of both worlds, if you will. That, honestly, looking at it, may already exist in the form of No Man's Sky. Or maybe the Outer Worlds. Are they doing a sequel to that? Is that a thing? How did I miss this? Has anyone seen the Outer Worlds 2 trailer? It's great. Seriously. Stop watching this. We'll end the video here. We'll end the video here because I'm gonna go watch the rest of the Outer Worlds 2 announcement trailer that I somehow completely forgot about. It's great. This is how all announcement trailers should be. Trust Obsidian to do this, dude. I love those guys. That's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. I might genuinely play No Man's Sky and the Outer Worlds and then do another clickbaity video saying that they're cooler than Starfield. Much like Star Citizen, they don't have to be necessarily a better video game, they just have to be cooler. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's all for now. Soul out.
Drive is now on.
This war is far from over.